So this cozy little structure is the 1880 Rock House. It is one of the oldest still-standing man-made structures here in Mesquite, Nevada, and it was also one of the longest continuously occupied buildings here in Mesquite. It was lived in from its construction in 1880 until 2003, and it gets the name Rock House from this wall here on the back that's made out of like adobe brick and rocks. It is, I believe, held in a trust with the Virgin Valley Historical Society, along with the Relief Society building here, this white one in the background. These, as well as some other historic buildings around the city, are gated off because they're part of trying to get a historic downtown district set up, which is why I don't have any footage of the insides. But they've got like a walking trail with these little plaques that'll tell you information about these buildings. Like that our local ISP is actually built in the old house of one of the founders' wives who operated a switchboard. And the museum used to be a hospital, and you can go in there and see the book of names of babies delivered there, primarily by a single midwife who they named the street they put the new hospital on after. I love this kind of historic preservation thing, especially in small towns like this, because they really do give context to everything in the town. Like, it makes sense that all the medical facilities would be on Bertha Howe because Bertha Howe was the major medical entity in this town. And it makes sense that Hafen Lane is this really sort of scenic bike-friendly drive because Scott Hafen was an inspirational biking person in this town. And obviously they could be doing better, like there are some street names named after local plants and animals, but there are just as many named after introduced species. And there is a shocking lack of any sort of acknowledgement of the Southern Paiute people who would have undoubtedly had a relationship with this valley. And I mean, the museum does have exhibits here on indigenous people, but like, they all have these labels that say like, found by a Boy Scout, property of white name, donated by white name. I'm like, I don't know, y'all, that's a lot of words to just say pillaged. But it's a start, and that too is worth preserving. Because it's interesting how much Mesquite doesn't really want to talk about its history with indigenous people, but there's a little glass case next to the 1776 exhibit that's full of baskets and pottery shards that accidentally says it all.